Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Thursday to you. Today is Thursday, July 28th, 2022, and I am Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And we are here today for our quilting live stream. So I've got some goodies that I pulled to share with you. I hope to have a good chat with you. And I should probably pull those over to share. And maybe those. So I've got some good stuff to share. How is everybody and how has your week been? Thank you so much for joining me on Monday. We had a floss tube on Monday mashed up with a stitch hour, and it was a lot of fun. I've gotten a lot of feedback from people that people had a lot of fun, and it felt so good to sit down and take time out of the day to sit down and stitch. And it was even more fun to be able to do it and kind of chat with people. It was a fun chat, and it was a fun stitch hour. I enjoyed it. So thank you for coming and joining me and making it enjoyable. Susan, hello. Putting my grannies together in a 10 by 10 and came up one short, so I made one. Then on my last row, I found the missing one. It's number 11 in row. Oh, well, that will happen. Nancy, now you can make a little pillow and sleep on it. There you go. Yes, make a little pillow. They might be surprisingly comfortable, even though I don't think that teeny tiny pillow would be fun to sleep on, but it could be. Apparently for my little one, it is. Hope everyone is having a great day. You too, Nancy. I'm working on a couple project bags. I love project bags. Patty, hello. A bit sad today. My last great uncle passed away at the age of 96. Oh, Patty, I'm so sorry to hear that. 96. Wow. That is a life full of stories, I am sure. I'm so sorry to hear that, Patty. Jen, hello. How are you? Hello, Martha. Hello, Ruth P. See, Susan, you find yourself an extra square. There's always a purpose for it. Marcia, hello. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Tammy S. Gayleen, hello. Nice to be here with you too. Nancy, that was so funny when I saw that post. So Nancy says, behold, she posted this in one of our groups, either our Happy Little Stitchers group or our Stitching with Lori Club group. Behold, it is the Angela of the fabric, here to say, fear not. I bring you lots of shop goodies for great joy that will be to all quilters and stitchers. That cracked me up. It actually made me laugh out loud when I read that. I could almost hear Linus saying it. Hello, Janet. Hello, Darlene. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Amy. I finished my Nantucket Summer. I saw it. You posted it on Happy Little Stitchers, right? I saw it. Is so pretty. That hideaway quilt is so, so pretty. Hello, Marcia. Colleen got grocery shopping done and put away just in time to sit and enjoy the live stream. Yay, I'm so happy. Hello, Renee. Hello, Tracy. Linus is the best. He is kind of the best. I really like that show. We watch that every Christmas, along with The Great Pumpkin. You guys know I'm kind of a Snoopy fan. Snoopy/Peanuts gang. Hello, Debbie. So, hello. I'm so glad you guys are here. A heads up, I'm still working through invoicing. It takes a while. And it especially takes a while when there are multiple disruptions. Orthodontist appointments, football practice, volleyball practice, like all that stuff is picking up again. So it works nicely if I can just sit and focus on it and do it. However, I don't think that's entirely good for me to just try to crank it all into one day. And my eyes started acting up again the other day. And so you guys will be happy to know my eyes started acting up on Tuesday. And I called and I made an appointment. So I have an eye appointment to go get my eyes checked out. It's not for a while. They were booked out for a while, but she said if what's going on continues to call us and we will get you in sooner. So I have that going on, but I still have some invoicing to send. So I'm going to be working on trying to get the rest of that done today if possible. Although there's football practice tonight, there are some disruptions, but I'm going to see if I can get it done today. And I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. As with every month, when we have a lot of stitch along stuff to get out the door, we usually have an influx of orders. And so it takes us a little bit of time, usually for this like week after I invoice. As you know, we try to get orders out within 24 hours of it being placed. But during this time frame, we're likely not going to meet that 24-hour goal that we set for ourselves. So don't be surprised if you have an order that doesn't ship for a day or two. So I just wanted to put that out there so that you guys know what's going on and you're not concerned if your order doesn't ship immediately. Nancy says, good girl, we are proud of you. Glad you are getting it checked out, Angela. Great, Angela, you got the ball rolling on new glasses. Yes, so first step, which isn't going to happen for like over a month. I don't think I can get in until September. So it's not going to happen for a while. Unless these things keep happening, because this is new. This has not happened before. And it's happened like a few times in a short period of time. So that's a little unsettling. I don't know what's up with that. And I don't like it. It's not enjoyable. And so if it continues, then I might call them and just say I would like to get in a little bit sooner if you can squeeze me in. But I knew you guys would be happy about that. And then new glasses will not be far behind. And I do think that that'll make a big difference because these glasses are old. And whenever I'm invoicing, so I have a part that has like there's a scratch on this one and it's right in my side line of vision. And so whenever I'm invoicing, I always turn my head this way and I'm looking out of the side because it's like blurry right here. It's really weird. So I think new glasses will be good. Black spots are psychedelic thingies in your eyes. Kaleidoscope vision. So like it's like all around the periphery. It sparkles. And the first time it happened, I didn't have a headache with it. The headache came after this weird vision stuff happened. But the first time it happened, it was significant. It wasn't just a little bit, like it was a lot. And it was going on for a while. And the kaleidoscope vision started to kind of come inwards more into my regular vision, not just on the periphery. So that was weird. And then this last time, it wasn't as severe, but I had the headache with it as it was happening. So it was different than the first time. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Sandra, so sorry I missed the last two videos. My mom passed away on Saturday. She was 96. Sandra, I am so sorry to hear that. Well, my goodness, don't worry about missing videos. You take care of yourself and your family. I am so sorry to hear that. You have my sympathy. I cannot imagine. I can't imagine losing a mom. I know that my optometrist is backed up now with kids going back to school. Oh, that's true. Hello, Brandy. I am getting headaches now too. Yes. Yep, migraine. I get them without pain. Oh, Sandra, my condolences to you. Ocular migraine is my guess. Sounds like migraines that my friend gets. So sorry about your mother. Your kids going back to school, probably backing up all the appointments. Probably can't read or see much. No, you can't really. Like I tried to the first time that it happened. I tried to keep working. I was working when it was happened. So I tried to keep going and I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot see. And every time I tried to focus more, it's just like it got worse. And so then I just had to close my eyes for a while because trying to look was just too much. Hello, Sandy. What a great age she reached. That is a milestone. Prayers to you. Yes, prayers to you, Sandra. I am so, so sorry to hear that. My heart is sad for you. So I thought you guys would be happy about that. And I wanted to give you a heads up about your orders. And but we'll be caught up. You guys know I can't stand having orders like sitting out there and not getting out the door to you guys. So we will be caught up lickety split. as soon as I get invoices sent. So that is going on. And then today I pulled a bunch of, we are going to celebrate Christmas in July because it's the last week of July. Monday is the 1st of August. Not that we can't celebrate Christmas fabric at any time, but I pulled a bunch of stuff out to share with you guys that I have not shared in a while because I thought it'd be fun to kind of celebrate Christmas in July and take a peek at a bunch of Christmas fabrics that we have in the shop. We have quite a few. I love your shirt. Where did you get it? Thank you, Mary Ann. So this is from Maker Valley. So if you go to makervalley.com, they have sewing shirts out there that they sell. So makervalley.com, and you can search for sewing shirts out there. When I had it only in one eye, says Sharon, the retina doctor told me to take Tylenol and get in a dark room. I didn't get a headache, thank goodness. Tylenol and in a dark room. I did take some ibuprofen both times, I think. I don't know. And then closed my eyes. And that worked. But when I feel like it's happening daily or every other day, and like all of a sudden, I don't have migraines. I don't have that stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know why they're acting funny. Good morning, Kathy, or afternoon. It's afternoon here. Hello, hello. Angela, thank you for your concern. Well, yes, of course. I'm so sad, Patty and Sandra, for your loss. Yes, that is sad. That is sad, sad. Okay, so let's jump in and I will share the goodies that I brought to share with you guys. I don't know. Oh, I do have something to share. One of the things that popped up today. Really? Talk to your GYN also. Wow. I'm probably due for that too. I mean, I think I'm just due for everything. I constantly put stuff off and then I don't realize how much time has gone by. And I think, oh, I know I'm late, but I can't be that late. Last time I did that, I called my doctor to schedule something. I said, I think I'm due. I'm a little overdue, but it's not by that much. And I need to try to schedule something to get in. And she's like, a little? You were due in here 5 years ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, has it been that long? And she's like, yeah, you were supposed to be here a long time ago. So I'm not good about that. That's not something that I'm terribly good at. I'm just not. Okay, so on yesterday, my days are so thrown off because I thought today was Friday because we had a live stream yesterday afternoon and I thought that was the Thursday live stream. So I almost forgot about today until I realized it was Thursday. But this morning, you guys, I took Dee in to take her permit test. We now have a driver in the house other than my husband and I. And I kind of can't believe it. Like, I'm excited for her, but I'm a little sad at the passage of time and I'm super anxious and nervous about it. But she took the test today and the guy was like, wow, she did phenomenal. And I said, really? And he's like, yeah, like this doesn't normally happen. Usually people miss more than this. I think she missed one. And I was like, oh, that's good. And then I looked at her and I said, hopefully you can drive just as good as you can take a test. And so she drove part of the way home from the DMV and we've got lots of practice to get in, but she's super excited. And so that's kind of an exciting thing. So she has her permit, so now she can drive with my husband and I. So that happened today, which is a big, huge deal. And then when we were talking, my major appointments in my birthday month. Oh, that's a good idea, Gayleen. I never thought of that. Oh my, great job, Dee. It's okay. Here's not just remember when you started driving, how your mom felt. I know, but I don't know. It just seems so different, now versus when I did it. My daughters are all in their 20s, out on their own with families, and only one has your license. I am still a chauffeur. You're kidding. That is so funny. Congrats, Dee. Angela, how many times did you hit the air brake on the passenger side? Yes, a few times. I was like, okay, you need to slow down a little bit here. And then, which is all normal. Like that's all how it should be, because it's a lot. I mean, when you are sitting in the seat, in the passenger seat, watching someone else do it who has done it for years, it feels like no big deal. But it's like a completely different ballgame when you're behind the wheel and you realize that there's so much more to think about, and there's like a feel to get to the vehicle you're driving and the brakes and the steering and all of that stuff. But yes, I found myself like pushing that imaginary passenger brake a few times. Don't let her wear flip-flops. Ooh, that's a good point. I wear flip-flops all the time, but that is a good point. I do that too. Good health is a great present to yourself. That's a really good idea. It's so easy to forget. I hadn't thought about doing it in your birthday month. That's a good idea. And just think, says Brandy, many years ago you did the same to your parents. I don't think mine acted all of a sudden when I started driving. Yeah, I don't think mine did either. I'm pretty sure mine did not. Of course, I was like the sixth person, so it was probably old news by the time I came along. But plus, we lived in a really small town, so which we do now too. It's not like the town we live in is super big, but ours was like a farming community. Like we didn't even have a four-way stop sign in our town. It was very, very small. So I feel like it was kind of like driving in a field, like it just didn't feel as unsafe. And now I'm like, oh boy, I'm worried more probably about the conditions around her or the other drivers on the road than I am about her. Like the other drivers on the road being patient and understanding with someone who's just learning, which is not common. I don't think that's a common first response. I think there are still nail marks on the side of the passenger seat from teaching my two to drive. I believe it. Like you want to teach, but not freak out. So I was trying to do that on the short drive home. Okay, so yesterday, maybe on Monday too, I can't remember, when we talked about stuff, Nancy said we had a car in driver's ed that had no power steering or power brakes. First time I drove our car, and oh my gosh, I believe it. I nearly put my father through the windshield when I hit the brakes. Oh my gosh, I bet that would be quite a difference. Exactly. I was holding way back on freaking out, and they both said, Mom, you're making me nervous. I know. So I'm trying to be like easy breezy, right? I'm trying to be like, hey, you're doing great. Don't worry about it. Just, you might want to move away from that car that's parked on the side a little bit. I'm trying to talk in like a very calming voice, calming enough to like not make her nervous, but not put her to sleep. I can relate. When I'm driving, I also have to drive for those around me who can't seem to stay in their own lanes. You just never know what kind of drivers you're going to run into. So that's nerve-wracking too. It is. You have to be kind of a defensive driver, always paying attention to what others are doing. It's just a lot to learn. There's a lot of practice that needs to happen to feel comfortable, I think. It's a lot that you take for granted. And when you're trying to break it down and look at it from a person who's like just delving into it, you're like, wow, okay, so there's a lot to remember to kind of get through your head quickly as you're maneuvering around. It's a lot. Okay, so we talked about Elm Creek quilts, and I told you that I had ordered a couple books to have in the shop for people because I think that it would be fun to do something with these books. And I was wondering if there are any new Lori Holt notebook dividers besides the ones that came out with cookbook. The ones that came out with cookbook are the only ones that I know of as of right now. Nothing with Prairie and nothing with Calico. When you learn to drive in a farming community, you go slow because you're always behind a tractor. That's true too. Okay, so we put these online. Actually, Dee put them online today. And if you search for Elm Creek online, you will find the two books that we have in there. One of them is called Sylvia's Bridal Sampler Book, and the other one is called Harriet's Journey. So this one is the first one, and I was not able to get this to have in the shop. My suppliers did not have it. I'm going to keep looking, but I ended up getting this one off of Amazon. So I wanted to have it. I wanted to get it, so I got it off of Amazon, but I'm going to keep looking to see, I'd like to be able to offer all of them in the shop. So I'm going to keep looking to see if other suppliers have them or try to track it down somehow. But this one is called Elm Creek Quilts, and it's the first one. It's got a bunch in there. So I wanted to let you know about that. We also have, as you know, Best Press. We've started carrying Best Press. You remember the commercial that I did with Lori? Haha. And so I got some other scents in the shop because you guys were talking about other scents that you felt that you guys enjoy and that you think are worth trying. And so we have the unscented kind in the shop. And then we have Lavender Fields and Citrus Grove. I thought that I got linen. Why did I not get linen? I feel like I did, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to look into that. I feel like we have linen. Maybe it just didn't get online yet. So we have those in the shop for you guys. Also, diagonal seam tape, which we were out of stock, has been put back in stock. So the diagonal seam tape by Cluck Cluck Sew, that's been restocked. I also got some more Orifil thread in light sand because that was flying out of the shop like crazy. So Orifil thread in light sand, I got some more of that in stock. Sandy says, I'm so excited. Which one do you think we'll use for the stitch along, or where's the Best Press commercial? Oh, so where is that one? Oh my gosh. Weren't you here, Colleen? I feel like you were here. Lori said, like, typed a mouthful, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can say that. And then I ended up doing it in one take. It was amazing. It's cheesy, but it was fun. Let me see if I can tell you. I'm holding up a Best Press bottle. Livestream number 121. We had fun on that live stream. I can always tell when we're very chatty and having a lot of fun because those live streams are longer. So it was live stream number 121. That was funny. It made me laugh when Lori typed that, and I was like, what? I'm supposed to say that? Gayleen, Angela, do you carry polka dot sticky thimbles? Okay. I do not, but I wonder if this is what Sarah was talking to me about. I have to go back and look at what she was telling me about. Is it it sticks to your finger, so as you're sewing or stitching? I don't, but she had asked me to look into that. So I'm going to look into it, Gayleen, and try to polka dot. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to look into that and try to offer them because you are not the first person to ask for that. You just need to friend Jennifer since you are Wisconsin neighbors and talk her into getting you a stock of her books. Wouldn't that be nice? Hey, Jen. I'm 21. Thank you. Gotta watch, says Colleen. Those polka dot thimbles are a must for binding. Okay, so I had not heard of these until Sarah reached out to me and she was sending me pictures. She was at a soccer game and she was sewing and she said, it's still sticking. Like these really work really well. And I think she might have been trying them for the first time and I believe she liked them. So I'm going to have to look at that. They are great. I ordered them on Amazon and would rather get them for you. Okay, I will look into it and I will carry it. Polka dot. I wonder, let me just look. Polka dot. Oh, there they are. Oh, gosh, you guys see polka dot sticky thimbles. There they are. Oh my goodness. I know. I'm going to add these to my cart right now. Oh, what's it say? They're out of stock now, but they're expected in early by August 10th. So this Get 24 dots in a package. All right, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna add it to my cart quick. Done. That way I can't forget. Great. Your background with your quilts and blocks is just marvelous. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's happiness. This wall is happiness. The rest of the place is a mess. But this wall is fabulous. I like, and this is what I can see from the kitchen. So I like that. And just peek in here and see pretty quilts. They are rubber. I've seen other brands. Are they red? You can reuse them multiple times if you put back on the card they come on. So the picture that I saw looks like they are red in color. They come in a little, oh, it's by Jill Lily? Oh, they're that, right? Is that what it is? That's them. I'm gonna have to look at, okay, Jill Lily. I didn't know that she did that. All right, Jill Finley, right? Oops. Okay, so that's good. Thank you for the new product request. Kay says, OMG, I'm such a goof. I was watching yesterday's live stream when I realized I'm missing today's. Join us, Kay. We are here. We are live right now. Okay, so we're going to talk about some Christmas fun. But first, let me tell you that the little Prairie zipper pouches came in. They have arrived. They are in the shop. And they are super cute. They have a nice, like a nice wide base. You can fit lots of stuff in here. It's a very nice vinyl exterior and kind of a nice silky-ish, it's like a matted silk interior and a nice big zipper pull. It's very cute. So these Prairie vinyl zipper pouches have arrived. They are in the shop, ready to ship. And the Prairie mugs are here. The Prairie mugs are here. Oh my gosh, look. Guys, we are going to be making these applique blocks. They are so pretty. Even on a mug, they are so pretty. So the mug is here, and I'm going to give you a little scoop on the mug. A little scoop on the mug. It's the most wonderful time of the year, except for Christmas in July. So here's the deal with this beautiful mug. Riley Blake Designs is sold out. So there will be no reordering for anybody because they are not going to be ordering more. So what's out there in the world of retail is out there, and that's all that's there. Like there's not going to be any others left. So I ordered a ton because we tend to sell a ton of these mugs. So I doubled my past orders, which I'm so glad that I did, especially knowing this now. Usually you can reorder a time or two before they start to run out, but this time they're out. They're out now. So I would just caution you, if you really have your heart set on a mug, don't wait to get one because I don't want you to be sad and miss out. If you really, really want one, I would grab it while you can. So that's the story about the mugs. But they're in the shop and they're ready to ship and they're super, super cute. And just look at this happy container it comes in. I opened the box and all of the tops were like this. It was so colorful and happy. It was just the best. So the mugs are here. I love these mugs. I want a better place to display them than just in my mess over there. Hopefully someday I will have, a little bit of a better space to be able to put stuff. I'm glad you got yours too, Colleen. Are you out of? I am out of that, Debbie, but I've already placed another order with them and it will be arriving in early August. So typically I feel like they ship on August, sometime like the 1st through the 3rd, and it usually gets to me pretty quickly. So I should have it maybe next week, otherwise the following week. I didn't realize, usually the only people who get some of that stuff are people who have signed up for the stitch alongs, but a lot of people have been buying it who aren't signed up for the stitch alongs. So I'm now ordering more in my first order to cover the people who have been just getting them as they come in. Hello, Deborah. Busy doing finishes? Well, that's a good thing to be doing. Okay, so the mug and the bag have arrived. We also have restocked fat quarter bundles. The big shipment of fat quarter bundles arrived. So we have Prairie fat quarter bundles in the shop ready to ship to you. And we do have a few of the Prairie Meadow quilt kit for the Prairie Meadow quilt along. So if you are wanting to join in that, we have the quilt kit for you. And I set that back there. We also have, I want to tell you something about this. So I'm going to pull this to share with you. We also have the Prairie binders and the Prairie So Simple Shapes, Prairie Meadow So Simple Shapes. And I have a little note for you about the So Simple Shapes. I haven't looked through mine to do what I'm going to talk to you about, but I have some information to share with you about it as soon as I can find the email. Here we go. Okay. So in your So Simple Shape Prairie Meadow So Simple Shape kit pack, there are 2 templates that are labeled the same. 2 templates are labeled N5. One should be labeled N3. So all of the templates are included in your package, but there are 2 that are labeled N5. One is shaped like a leaf, and the other one is shaped like a flower. The smaller leaf-shaped template should be labeled N3. So you're going to find 2 N5s in your kit, and just note on there that the leaf-shaped one should really be N3. Okay, so that's a little, I'm not going to look through all these and find them because there are quite a bit. I meant to have it out so I could show you, but I didn't. And I know that Lori will talk about this during her sew along too. So I'm just giving you a heads up. So if you want to get that labeled correctly ahead of time, then you have the information you need to be able to do that. So that's the story with that. I wanted to pass that news on to you. So those things are all in the shop and ready to ship. I'm gonna highlight this. Oh, I lost it. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. So that's some important information for you. And I'm gonna go through mine and pull out those 2 and make sure I just take a Sharpie and relabel the one. And Gayleen, the answer is yes, and it is done. You should see an email to pay the difference, Gayleen. So that's done. You know I won't remember after I get off here. I missed the first mug that came out. Does anyone know the name of it? So I believe there's Vintage Housewife. I believe Vintage Housewife was the first one, and then Prim, And then flea market, I have all the rest. I'm missing Vintage Housewife and Prim, and I'm really sad about that. And I carried the Vintage Housewife one, and I didn't I didn't take one for myself. I sold them all, and then I started to understand that they're not available all the time, that they're only available for a little period and then they go away. And I didn't know that at the time. And so I carried it and I sold all of them. I didn't keep one for myself. So I'm missing the Vintage Housewife one, which is the one with the sewing machine. And I'm missing the Prim one, which is the one with all the star blocks, I think. I believe I'm accurate with this, but don't quote me on it. And then after that, there's Flea Market, which I have, Stitch, which I have, Cookbook, which I have, and Prairie. And then Calico will come next. So I'm super bummed that I don't have Vintage Housewife and Prim, because then I would have a complete collection. But what can you do? I just emailed you again. Can I add the Elm Creek book to my order? Yes. Which one? There are two, Jen. So which one do you want? Hi, Angela. Everyone, don't forget to give Angela a thumbs up for great videos. Thank you, Cindy. Great. Thank you, says Gayleen. Is that the one with the sewing machine that we all? Yes, the Vintage Housewife one is the one with the sewing machine that we all love. And I don't know why I didn't get Prim. Let me look here. Vintage Happy 2. Sorry. It's not called Vintage Housewife. It's called Vintage Happy 2. So this is the Vintage Happy 2 one that I had at one point. And then on the back side, it says So Happy. So the sewing machine one is Vintage Happy 2. And then I think came Prim. And then Flea Market, Stitch, Cookbook, Prairie. So there's that. I need the one with the star blocks. I think that's Prim, I think. Hello, Valeria. And I would love to have that one too. And I would love to have the sewing machine one. And then I would have a whole collection. Oh, I'm so bummed. I wish I would have known. Okay, so that's my Prairie update. We have, we don't have the bag yet, the big quilted bag. So that one should be coming at some point. I think not till August. Wide backs will be coming in August. Design boards will be coming more towards August. But otherwise, I think we have received most of the stuff that we needed from Prairie. So all the fabric is here. And pretty much all the notions are here. So I think, except for those few things that we are waiting to trickle in, everything else is here. Okay, then, are you for sure the one you are holding is the one we'll use first for the so long? Yes, because that's the one that has Sarah's sampler in it from book 1. So this one that I have is the one that has the first books in the series. I think it covers maybe the first 5 books in the series. So yes, that one for sure will be the first one. I like the symmetry of doing it at the same time as we are reading. Okay, then just a reminder, we have 2 July Fat Quarter bundles that we are offering. We're going to try to offer curated Fat Quarter bundles each month. So for July, we couldn't pick just one because we had to do Patriotic and we had to do Christmas in July. So here's the Christmas in July one. We still have a few of these left. We only cut up a certain quantity, and once they're gone, they're gone. So we're just, each month, we're cutting up a certain quantity. We'll gauge it based on the interest of the previous month, and we'll cut up a certain amount. And then once they're gone, they will be gone. And next week, we already have the August ones ready to go, which were curated by my middle daughter, R. And you guys, it's a really nice bundle. It's a really nice bundle. I feel like she should be doing all of our bundles. She did a really nice job putting it together. So this one is the Patriotic one. It's very pretty. So these are both online. We have a few left of both. They're ready to ship and get out the door to you. And then once they're done, they're done. And I will hopefully remember to bring the August one next week and share that. Okay, so Jen, that's the one that I don't have in the shop, the one that I held up. I wasn't able to get it. My suppliers didn't have it. I'm going to keep looking to see if I can get it in the shop. I'm going to look at other suppliers and see if they have it, but my main supplier did not have it. So I ordered 2 other ones from them to get into the shop and have, but that first one is not one of the ones I have in the shop. I got that one from Amazon. When we get the Prairie book, says Valeria. So Lori shared with us last week that the Prairie Sew Along Guide is going to go live on her blog on August 8th. So a week from Monday, she's going to do her Be Prepared blog post, which always makes me so excited. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. It always makes me so excited to get that Be Prepared blog post and to read through it and see all of the pretty fabrics that we're going to be working with, and to see the Sew Along Guide and print it out and get it in my binder. So that's coming on August 8th. So the Sew Along Guide is not available yet. It will be available on August 8th through Lori's Be in My Bonnet blog post. And that's where we can get it, where and when we can get it. You did a nice job with those, and house bundles you made. Very nice. I like that. Thank you. So we're hoping to offer more of that so that we can provide little bundles of mixed stuff. So it's not just all one collection, and it's not just all Riley Blake designs or all Moda. It's a mixture, which you can't get, unless you bought the whole bundle of each collection. You wouldn't be able to get this mixture of fabrics put together in a bundle. So I kind of like that. I'm so ready for the sew along. So am I. Like, I don't want to rush it because I really want to soak up the rest of summer with my family. But I'm really excited about August 29th. I'm really excited about it. And Lori's super excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's just going to be fabulous. It's going to be great. I'm excited. Okay, now I have Christmas has blossomed all over my sewing room. So I've pulled a bunch of Christmas stuff. We have really great Christmas collections. Some of them are from last year. Pretty much all of the ones that I've pulled here are older Christmas things, and one new one that we just got online. You think I'm waiting till the 29th? I am, because I like sewing with Lori. So I like waiting for her. So I'm totally waiting. Although I shouldn't. I should get a head start because I know that I'm probably going to need it. But I like sewing along with her at the same time. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. I just do. So it'll be hard to wait till the 29th, though. I get where you're coming from. Okay, so we have some fabulous bundles and some fabulous Christmas kits and some fabulous Christmas panels in the shop. So I'm going to share these with you. This one is by our good friend, Beverly McCullough, also known as Flamingo Toes. And this she did with her Christmas Adventure Christmas collection, which we have in the shop, the complete collection. And it was a super cute collection. This particular quilt is called Christmas Adventure Row Quilt. And it comes not just with this bundle of fabric, but this one comes with a fat quarter bundle as well. So this one is super, super cute. And I'm going to show you. Look at that. Look how cute that fabric is. It is so darling. And this one, fun Christmas light fabric. And one of my favorite prints from this collection is she has a word print, a word fabric text, it's all Christmas stuff like 'tis the season and holly jolly, and it's really, really pretty. It comes in 3 different colorways. I think there's a white one where all of the words are multicolored. It's so, so pretty. I wish I had it here to share with you guys. And there's it's like an argyle print in this collection. It comes in red, I don't want to say green, but that one's really pretty too. So we have a bunch of Christmas adventure fabric in the shop, and this particular quilt kit is called Christmas Adventure Row Quilt Kit. And then also from the Christmas Adventure collection, we have this one, which is called Holly Jolly Wreath by Beverly. This one comes with this little bundle and a jelly roll or roly-poly. So this one is another one that is super cute. Look at those cute little bows. And I'm only going to show you this one print to show you another print that's in the collection. But this one is super cute, little ornaments. And if you look really closely on here, you know, Bev's, she has a little bird, a little Christmas bird needle minder. Well, there's that same little Christmas bird right there and right there. So super cute fabric, as always, from Bev. And this is a fabulous quilt pattern called Holly Jolly Wreath. So we have a kit left for you in the shop. So that's that. Marsha, thank you so, so much. Marsha gave us a super chat or super sticker. I am not up on the lingo, but thank you so much. I so appreciate how generous you are. Thank you very, very much. You are a kind soul. That line is adorable, says Sharon. It has metallics in it. Yeah, it does have metallics in it. Like this print. Yeah. It doesn't show up great on screen, but there are metallics in it. It's very, very cute. It's a great collection. I'm using the needle minder with the travel trailer as we speak. That one's super cute too. Oh, are you able to get the small alphabet pattern from Primitive Gatherings for the Moda Christmas So Long? Yeah, I think I can. Oh, that's right. They're doing that. I have not joined in a Moda So Long to this point, or Riley Blake's, because I've thought about it. I think I would really like to do one, but I just haven't. I don't have the time yet. But I think I can get that pattern. Let me look into it, Nancy. I should be able to. So let me look into that. And if you don't hear back from me, just send me an email to remind me. May I ask, does Blackbird Designs normally do fabric lines? Do you think they will do any more? So, Cindy, they have done fabric lines in the past. I am not sure if they are going to do more because, you know, it was 2 friends who designed together, and one of the friends passed away this last fall or early winter this year, just not that long ago. It's so, so sad. And so I don't know if she will continue to design on her own or not. I don't know what's going to happen with that. So I don't know if they will do any more. Hello, Monkey Mary. I am good. Just got the beautiful wreath quilt kit. Isn't it cute? Isn't it pretty? I think it's so pretty. Yes, they do fabric lines, but not. I don't know that they've done a ton of them. I don't think they released them or had released them as regularly as other designers did. At least that's my understanding, but I don't know that for sure. Okay, and then I have some panels that are just perfect for quick and easy Christmas stuff. If you want to do I have a cross stitch question. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yes, Absolutely. Ask away. I'm going to show these panels while you're asking. So this one is called Joy to the World, and it is by Create Joy Project. And this is from their fabric collection that was called Starflower Christmas. This one is one of my girls' favorite collections in the shop. They think that it is so pretty. So we still have a sprinkling of yardage left, that it would be easy enough to grab some yardage to back this and you'd have a quilt. It finishes, or the panel is a 56 by 74 inch panel. And here's what it looks like. It says Joy to the World. And we should have some backing. It says right here, you'll need 5 yards of backing and 2/3 yards binding fabric. So 2/3 yards binding and 5 yards for backing. And ta-da! You've got a beautiful Christmas quilt. Also, Urban Chicks. We have Dear Christmas back in stock. You guys had asked for this, so I ordered a bunch to be able to have for you. This panel measures at 54 by 90. It doesn't give information about backing and stuff like that, but the panel is 54 by 90. This one is super cute. I could easily see me making any of these next 3 for my little one and doing like a quick Christmas quilt for her to enjoy, you know, like just quick and easy. This one is called Sweet Christmas. They brought this panel back. It had been done and then they reprinted some of them. So we have this in the shop. Sweet Christmas. This panel measures 64 3/4 by 57. And yeah, it doesn't say. And then it's got like a little quilt label on the side of the panel and another small snowman that you can use. So that one's Sweet Christmas, another quick and easy. And then this one is Swell Christmas, the Santa one. And this panel size is 57 1/4 by 51. So cute. Could easily add a border to that. Had like a scrappy block border. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. All of these I could see making up as little quilts just to have around the house for Christmas time. People to grab on the couch and snuggle up with or have on their bed. I stitched it all dolled up by Little House Near Words. I want to change. Is there a pattern that I can get the 3 off of that is smaller? I'd have to think about that and do a little research because nothing comes to me off the top of my head. I mean, A Savior's Praise has smaller numbers, a number chart in there as part of that stitch. I don't know if you have that one, but that one does. It needs to be smaller than that. I need to look. You can also just kind of make it up yourself. I don't know. Just was showing Whimsy yesterday. It was fun, easy quilt made from a panel. Oh, that's another really pretty one. Really enjoyed how fast it went together. Halloween Whimsy is so cute. That's another really, really cute one. Okay, so those are some kits. Those are some panels. I have a couple boxed kits here that I'm going to share with you. This one is called Toy Store. Yes. Okay. I can get that easy peasy. If you need 14 count, I actually think I have some in the shop that I can add to an invoice for you, or I can make it available in the store for you. But I can easily order more of that if you are looking for some. Did you see the post from Riley Rake about the knockoff Lori shapes? No, I did not. Oh, that makes me mad. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So be sure, don't just go out and get your stuff from anybody willy-nilly, because you never know. Shop at Happy Little Stitch Shop because you know that our stuff is authentic. It's coming directly from the designer. All right, so this one is Toy Store, and it's by Deb Strain, and it features her Home Sweet Holidays fabric collection. We have a bunch of this fabric collection in the shop, including a couple of these kits left, not many of these kits left. This one finishes at 50 by 66. It's a mixture of piecing and panels. So like this middle one is a panel. There's a panel, there's a panel, there's a panel, there's a panel. And then this is pieced, 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 pieced. The trees are pieced. So it's a mixture of a little bit of both. What? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't care for that. I would be mad if I were that designer. I would not like that at all. So Toy Store by Deb Strain, featuring Home Sweet Holidays by Deb Strain, which we have fat quarter bundles of that collection in the shop. We have pre-cuts like charms, mini charms, and we have yardage of that collection in the shop as well. It's a cute Christmas collection. It is a super cute one from Deb. It's a great Christmas collection from her. The prints are really, really cute. We've got like I don't know if you can see, but they have the red trucks on the green background. We have that in the shop for sure. I don't know what else, but I know that one for sure. So this is a fun one that was very sought after last year, and I don't have many of them left. And then another boxed quilt kit we have. This one is called Starlight. I feel like it's called Starlight. Starlight sampler. And it's by Sweetwater Fabric, featuring their Red Barn Christmas collection. So it's panel. I feel like it's panels and some applique. Panel and some applique involved. And this is what it looks like, and it finishes at 70 by 60. So it's called Starlight Quilt Kit, featuring Red Barn Christmas by Sweetwater. Another fun, cute one to make up quick. Hello, Lori. How are you, my friend? Hello, Leslie. They are doing knockoffs of what? Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Hello, So Createful. Hello, Lori. Hello, Lori. Hi, Lori. I shouldn't worry since I get everything from Angela, but I will spread the word to my friends. Yes, tell all of your friends to get it from Angela. Oh, how are you, Lori? We were just talking about how some of your stuff is on other places being knocked off, which makes me very not happy. Is Vintage Happy 2 the same as the Vintage Housewife set? Are you talking shapes, Leslie? Hello, hello. Okay, so that's, you guys chat amongst yourself. I'm just going to continue to share. Those are the kits. And then I have a bunch of Christmas collections that I grab fat quarter bundles of, because we have a bunch of yardage in the shop, and pre-cuts and all the good stuff. So if you're looking for Christmas, we have got you covered. I'm going to line these up here. First of all, we have, what is the name? Hustle and Bustle. Hustle and Bustle by Basic Gray. This one is the collection that has the cute fabric of the shoppers walking around shopping. I love that fabric. So this is Hustle and Bustle by Basic Gray. We have some of the collection in the shop, yardage wise, and then we have a bunch of pre-cuts in the shop. And we have the Spread Joy quilt kit by Basic Gray. It's a boxed kit that features the Hustle and Bustle fabric collection. And that's a really pretty one. I'm actually thinking about making that one myself. Yes, I do not blame you, Lori. It makes me upset, and I don't even have anything to do with it, but it makes me very angry for you. It makes me feel like I need to protect you in some way, and I will step up and I will do that in any way that I can. I do not like it. Lori, I'm excited about doing my first quilt along with you in August. Monkey Mary, it's your first one. I'm so excited for you. Have you ever done a Christmas collection? So she's done Cozy Christmas, which is this collection that you make the vintage Christmas with. So Cozy Christmas was a Christmas collection that she did back, I don't know how long ago it was. I don't know when you did it. Angela, I just sent you an email to add on, and now I went to my order if you haven't sent it yet. I can do that. I have not sent it yet, and I can do that for you. Okay, so here are the Fat Quarter Bundles. Hustle and Bustle by Basic Gray. Super, super cute. Snowed In, which I don't know if it's technically Christmas, but it's very, very pretty for Christmas making, and it definitely is a winter feel. This was one of my favorite Christmas collections from last year by Heather Peterson. So pretty. All About Christmas by J. Wecker Frisch. She, of course, has fabulous collections year after year. And this one was a really, really fun one with the inspiration for it was Peanuts, Linus, that whole show, Christmas show, where Charlie Brown says, "What's Christmas really all about?" And then Linus goes into his, lo and behold, his speech about the Christmas story. And that's part of the inspiration for this collection by Janet. And that's why she called it All About Christmas. What's Christmas really all about? So we all know what it's all about. So this collection, I have a bunch of the yardage in the shop, and I have all the pre-cuts in the shop. I need to see what people are saying before I continue. Okay. So Lori says, I'm assuming people realize that I work very hard to make a living. They are my original designs and my art. Yes. Yeah, you have a whole community of people right here who very much know that and very much appreciate all of the work that you do so that we can have fun playing with all the stuff that you do. So we are standing behind you, and it makes me angry for you. It seriously does. I'm not joking when I say that. It really does make me angry for you. Get a little fired up about that on your behalf. I buy all my Lori Holt from you, Angela, but they need to be warned of their, oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, like spread the word. People should be sure that they're getting their stuff from legit, reputable shops. Because you never know. You never know what people are doing out there. Did you get my emails regarding getting... if I missed it, I'm sorry, Sue, but I have more in the shop. So I have more Scrappiness is Happiness is listed in the shop right now. So you can go out there and you can grab one. I apologize that I didn't get back to you. I was waiting to see if some of the other reservations that I had fell through so that I had more available, and I wanted to give those guys enough time. So I was waiting, but in the meantime, I have more available now in the shop and more coming in transit to me right now. So it's out there for you, Sue. I need a shopping intervention, says Nancy. Lori, anyone who buys your stuff knows how hard you work on it. I'm making the quilt on the cover of Scrappiness book. The book is the best. It is so good. I cannot wait to delve into that book and make more from it. I buy from Angela or FQS, so I don't worry about imitations, but still, this news makes me. Yes. Oh, doesn't it irk you? I'm upset about that. People have the nerve. Lori, we that love you and all your designs and what you do for us will stick with you no matter what. People should know who they are buying from. So true. Yeah, I would think, I don't know how that would work, but I would think there would have to be some way to take action. I don't know. Apparently I can't speak it because I just don't know. I know I'm excited for the quilted bag too, Valeria. To steal from artists. I feel very bad for Lori and her efforts to build such a solid, reputable brand. I'll keep a lookout. Yeah, so spread the word, number one, that people should be buying from reputable, honest shops. And because you know then that those people are going to be getting their stuff directly from Riley Blake Designs and directly from the source. So spread the word about it, number one, and make sure that people are on the lookout and that they do not buy these imitation things. You have to be sure that we are here to support designers, right? I've said this a million times before, and I will support Lori till the cows come home. And so we really want to be sure that we're doing that. So part of that right now is to have Lori's back and to spread the word that people need to be on the lookout for that. And you really do need to know who you're shopping with and make sure that it's somebody that that's the whole reason I started these live streams, is so that people could know us. It was out of my comfort zone to do it, but I feel like it's really important, especially for an online business, for people to know who they are dealing with and that they can put a face and a moral compass that goes with that person to who they're buying from. So make sure you're not getting duped. Will I get in trouble for adding scrappiness to happiness to my package? No, not at all. Not at all. I can add it for you, so then you don't have to put through another order. Just send me a little message to remind me so that I don't forget by the time we're done here, and I can add that to an order. That's not a problem at all. Yeah, you're going to want that in your collection for sure. Yes, me too, Jen. I don't like it. You got your shirt. Yay. It's also, we're saying the knockoff stuff will not be high quality or have the detail. No. I mean, oh my gosh, just don't even get me started. So no. So number one, even despite how it's not authentic and not from the person who created it, and that it's not going to be the same quality, despite all of that, like Lori said, she works really hard, and I can tell you for a fact that she works really hard, and not that you guys didn't know that anyway, but and she's bringing her vision to life so that we in this community and in this industry can enjoy her creations. And then to have somebody come along and be like, oh, I'm just gonna, no. So we need to put the kibosh on that, do whatever we can that's in our power to put the kibosh on that, and continue to support Lori, continue to have her back. I was just so shocked to see. I didn't even hear this until I didn't have any idea about it until you guys started talking about it today. I did not know. I knew nothing about this. To see they use Lori's video demonstrating how to use their product. Oh my gosh, how can they do that? If they catch them, they face fraud, copyright infractions, and a whole multitude of things. But if they catch them is the most important, because I need more Lori product. And yes, I'm happy to help you with that. I am happy to help you pull in the lead. I'll help you win. I'll help you beat Cheryl. On a positive note, the Scrappiness book is the best book I've ever bought and have a lot. It's amazing, isn't it? I seriously, so it is a plan formulating in my head, and I know I have lots of plans and not a lot of time to get them all done. I know and I feel that, but we are definitely making potentially all of those quilts in that book. Because Lori put it out there to make all 32, and I was like, if Lori puts a challenge out there, I cannot not accept it. I have to be like, okay, I can do that. I'll make that happen. So yes, there's going to be some scrappiness is happiness fun happening at some point in on the calendar. I just haven't figured out where to plug it in yet. And I have a lot. Should I just order the book from your site so you don't have to create an invoice so we can say, oh my gosh, no, don't worry about my eyes. I can just add it to one of your existing orders. It'll be so super easy. Lori says, thank you for the kind words, everyone, and your immense support. I love you all. I'm sure you're feeling the stress of this right now. So I'm sending you a big hug, number one. And number two, we love you too. We've got you. When I saw a quick pic of the bonus pattern I received with my book, I was able to get them. Nice. Okay, so another Christmas collection that we have. Hugs, hugs, and hugs. Hugs, hugs, hugs to Lori. Oh, I hadn't heard Lori's challenge. I'm in. See? So just keep following Happy Little Stitch Shop. We are going to do it. It's going to be slow going, so you might have to follow Happy Little Stitch Shop like for the next 32 years, maybe. But we will accomplish it at some point. I might be 70-some years old, but we will do it. Thanks to you, Lori. I went through Happiness book and marked the quilts I most wanted to make. There are 13 sticky notes in my book. Oh my gosh. I know there are so many in there that are so pretty. So, so pretty. Even my husband, Dave, is upset about it. Yes. Dave, I am right there with you. I am right there with you. I do not like it one iota. I do not like it. And I really don't like, what that does to a friend of mine. Like, that gets me fired up on a whole nother level. You're so generous in giving, so it's double rude. Someone would be so desperate to steal your art. So true. So true. So this was another one of my favorite Christmas collections from last year, and it is called Merry and Bright by Me and My Sister Designs, and it's just so pretty. And yes, we are still doing the Merry and Brightly. It's on my list. I have not forgotten about it. This is the pattern from Cluck Cluck Sew, and I'm going to make a Christmas one. I love this pattern. I think this is super pretty. And so I'm going to do it in Merry and Bright, and I'm calling it Merry and Brightly. So long. And I know some of you guys got your stuff, and this is still going to happen. So I have a bunch of the Merry and Bright yardage in the shop and a bunch of pre-cuts left. So that's still on my list to fit in. Jen says, how could you want to make anything without doing with Lori? I know, exactly. Why would you try to cut corners? Like, don't cut corners. She puts herself out there so much. Just make it with Lori herself. That's where a lot of the fun lies. We need a posse, says Michelle. We have a posse right here. We are the posse. Sam, oh my gosh, I must have stolen this from Lori. I'm so sorry. Yeah. You just picked one. Pick one to make as your bonus quilting project while chain stitching. And when that's finished, you start the next one and use your scrappy stash. Oh. Well, that's a good idea. You're so much more organized than I am. I see you do that in your videos where you like use up all your scraps and you have a little pile to use for your bonus projects. And I think, oh, that's such a good idea. I'm not doing that. Someday. This is what I need. This is what I need. I know I figured it out. I just need, Lori, I need you to just come to my space and help me glorify it. Just like your space. Then it would be a truly happy place. Right now, this side is pretty happy and the rest of it is not happy. And so I think you could just come to Wisconsin and we'll, be like a place of really happy, nice people here to greet you. And you can just come and design my sewing space. I would love that. In all your spare time, I would love that. Valeria, thank you so much. Valeria gave us a super chat. Thank you so much, Valeria. Gayleen, I love my Marion Brightly quilt. Can't wait to use it. Oh, you did yours right away. That's right. I remember that from last year's. Yours turned out gorgeous. I can't wait to make it. I just need to, I'll fit it in. We'll fit it in. Don't stress. Don't worry. It will be fit in. Laura, you and Angela gave me fear of missing out on not learning to crochet and making granny squares. I'm so grateful to you both. My mom would be so thrilled. Oh, Sharon, you're making so many cute things. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that you got bitten by the bug. Noel says, I love that Brightly pattern. Me too. Jen says, I'm always sewing a bonus project. Oh, you are doing it the right way too. Okay, I am ready to ride. My broom is warmed up. I love it. Dr. Lori Holt making house calls. Please, I could use it. I could use a house call. Lori, I have learned from you how to organize my scraps, so I'm going to do what you said with how to cut them up. That, I bet you will feel so good once you have that all in place. You will feel so organized. Does Lori have a Christmas quilt kit? So we did Vintage Christmas, which is this one right down here with the little girl on it. We did a Vintage Christmas throwback so long. So she has a book that's called Vintage Christmas. It's in the shop and it's full of all sorts of Christmas projects. It's just like Scrappiness is Happiness. Like it's one of those books that you need to have. I have it. Hold on. That you need to have in on your quilt shelf. On your quilt bookshelf. This is the Vintage Christmas book. And it has all sorts of Christmas projects in it. It has this one, but there are other Christmas quilts in here. This is definitely one that I will go back to time and time again. As I have time, I will just keep pulling this off the shelf. Super cute Christmas projects in here, which I will show you if I can find it. So like, here's another one called Bringing Home the Tree. So that's in here. I don't want anybody to see what I'm flipping through here. There are very cute Christmas table runners, Christmas pillows. Oh my gosh, there's so many cute things in here. I can't show you that. I don't have things to block like half the page, so I can't show you stuff but it's filled with like 2-color quilts. There's a bunch in here for that. Super cute, super cute. I could just look through these books all the live long day. Here's the Christmas Eve quilt, which takes some of the blocks, and oh, that's another one. I've kind of got in the process right now, but I haven't gotten terribly far with it. I was kind of making Vintage Christmas and the Christmas Eve one at the same time. It's got a snowman quilt. It's got like a scarves and hat quilt. It's got a gingerbread house quilt. It's got this one. So there's so many cute ones in here. So vintage Christmas, if you're looking for Lori Holt Christmas, here is the answer. Vintage Christmas. And there is an applique one, which, okay, back up. Vintage Christmas, the book, fabulous. We at Happy Little Stitch Up are in the midst of cutting up more vintage Christmas kits. So for those of you who have been on a waiting list, we should have some for you in a little while. We have to order more fabric in order to complete them. And then we're going to have a few extra to put in the shop. So keep an eye on the shop for vintage Christmas kits to hit the shop. The other one is Cozy Christmas, and that's an applique quilt. And we're doing that. It's so long. I was supposed to be working on that this summer, and my plans have crumbled. But that's still on the radar to try to do at some point. And there's potential that we might have more kits in the shop at some point for that one too. That's a really long answer to your very simple question. I like to be thorough. When I'm sewing, my bonus project is having something already worked on for dinner. That's true. I like that Angela said glorify. That's what I need. I need it to be glorified. Please. If I was able to make it again, I would put a sashing around it. Oh, you're Marion Brightly? Ooh, that's good to know. I see what you're talking about. That's good to know, Gayleen. I love the Bee Scrappy quilt. Oh my gosh, there's so many cute ones in that book. Oh, that's right. I will have to wait until August 29th. Even if I get my Prairie stuff, I remember with Granny Chic, we did blocks weekly. Yes. Blocks weekly starting August 29th. However, Be Prepared is going to be August 8th. So you'll get your sew along guide and your Be Prepared post on August 8th. But then the official kickoff date is August 29th. Do you have any Lori Christmas fabric bundles left? So these kits to cut up vintage Christmas kits has just been ongoing for a very, very long time. My plan was always to cut up a few and then list the rest of the fabric in the shop for sale. Well, a few turned into another batch of a bunch and another batch of a bunch and another batch of a bunch. So I think this batch is going to be our last batch. And then all of the fabric that I have left, I'm going to list in the shop. So I don't have anything listed in the shop yet. I do have it in the shop. Like I physically have it here, but I don't have it listed online. But it will be put online once all of the kit requests have been fulfilled. All Lori books are eye candy. I so agree. Oh my gosh, I've fallen so far behind. I want to make the wagon with the trees. There's Lori Christmas fabric bundle. So I was making some, just on the side. I was doing little favors for people who reached out and asked. My Prairie Meadow arrived today. Yay! I have to go to the post office to pick it up. You're gonna love it, Monkey Mary. All you have to do is prepare to do one quilt at a time. It just takes an hour to cut from your scrappy strip basket. The size is for several blocks at a time. Oh, it's so easy. Please, friends, push the thumbs up for Angela. Thank you, Martha. Oh, good. Waiting for vintage Christmas fabric. Applique, you say? I'm making that one for sure. Yeah, it's cute. It's called Cozy Christmas. You can search on it at happylittlestitchup.com and you can see a picture of it. It's super cute. And not very many blocks. Like I feel like it will go, my mind tells me that it will go really fast because the blocks are simple. They're like not a lot of parts. I think there are only 12 of them maybe. And it's in a cute setting. It's just really cute. So of course it's applique and I really want to make it. You had me at applique. That's why I love my scrap stash method, says Lori. It's super easy and quick to cut scrappy blocks and all my stash is at the ready in my basket. It's easy to grab. I have started your basket. Okay, so I started it actually a long time ago. And I don't know. Then I end up, see, look. Here's my 2.5 inch basket. My problem is, instead of taking the time to cut up and add to my basket, this is what I end up with. pile of Lori, beautiful Lori fabric, just like thrown in this drawer because I'm like in a hurry to get done what I need to get done. I don't take the time to cut it up and put it into baskets. That's where my problem is. That is Vintage Christmas Quilt Kit is awesome. Got to run. Bye, Sharon. Have a good weekend. Are your Vintage Christmas kits 6-inch or 12-inch blocks? 6-inch. I think it's 42 6-inch blocks for the Vintage Christmas for this one. The Christmas Eve quilt setting, that calls for 12-inch blocks. But I don't have a kit for that. I just did a Vintage Christmas quilt. All of Lori's books are a must-have. I'm trying to work up enough courage to make a cow. So I saw somebody post their Farm Girl Vintage quilt. Who was it? It was gorgeous. It was so pretty. They had a yellow binding to, or yellow border to it. My gosh. And I was like, well, gosh, now I really want to make that one. Can you show Marion Brightly again? What do you mean about adding sashings? So I think maybe she meant, I assume that Gayleen meant around the outside, like adding a border. I think. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I assume she means. Ouch. Sashing. Thank you. Does Cozy Christmas have? Yes. Yep. Arlene, it sure does. Cozy Christmas has Cozy Christmas So Simple Shapes. Yep. Do you remember where you got the little white basket that you showed us on Monday when we talked about how Lori organizes her stash? Are you talking about? Hold on. So much stuff. Oh my gosh. Are you talking about this? I got this on Amazon. Is this what you're talking about? Okay. Oh, are you talking about the other ones? The one that I just showed? I'm telling you on Angela. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do, Colleen? Angela, welcome to the club. Disorganization. Oh my gosh. It's not good. I just need, there's a long story that goes with it. No, yes. Okay, I'll tell you about both. Okay. That's what I meant. Oh, she meant a border. Yeah, around the outside. The time saver is cutting it into strips. Then it's lickety split to subcut from those. Oh, I just need to do that. Strips isn't, I could probably just fit in cutting strips. I have a guitar pattern quilt I got a while ago that Lori designed. A guitar pattern. I need to get that made for my eldest son. I pulled it out last night. Now to get busy. Okay, so this K, I got at Target. I actually got a bunch of these for the shop too. We use these in the shop to like fulfill your orders. And so my kids will grab an order sheet and they'll put all the stuff in the basket and they'll put the order on top and then they'll put it at the shipping station. So we have a bunch of these. They're affordable. And these are the same ones that Lori uses too. But they're from Target. And then this, Lori had talked about in her remix, one of her remix videos, that she just does 4.5-inch squares and puts them in this cute little bin. Now, this isn't the same type that Lori has. I believe Lori has art bins because I searched for it and I couldn't find the size. This one is an art bin, but it's a 6x6, so it's a little bit big for the 4.5-inch squares. But this one is a 5-inch one that I just got off of Amazon, and it came in like a package of 10 or something like that for like $10. Like, it was super cheap. And so I have 10 of these that I can fill up. And I told you I wanted to use them. I want to cut this panel up. This is why I got it. I want to cut this panel up and be able to have this in a little bin, and this one too. And by the way, I got these listed online. Actually, Dee got these listed online today, finally. So this is called Busy Patchwork, multi, and maybe white. I can't remember. Busy Patchwork. If you search for that, you will find the yardage This is terrible. Well, you'll find the yardage for these cute little gingham squares. They're very, very cute. So I'm going to cut all of those up that are left that I'm not using in Be Happy, and I'm going to put them in here. So Amazon, and the white bins are from Target. I put a section in the front of my book showing you block cutting breakdown and exactly how I cut. I need to look at that. Because yes, and it's also in your Scrappy Planner book, which I have. And that's what I started to do this from, was the Scrappy Planner book, because it gave such great information. And I was so glad to see that it was in Scrappiness is Happiness again, now that the Scrappy Planner is not available anymore. So I need to look through that and just, set aside some time to really go through. But organizing is not glorifying. I like my space to be just pretty and happy like Lori's. I'm going to get the book now to look. As soon as I finish Vintage Christmas, I started Farm Girl Vintage. Oh my gosh, that one is now calling my name as well. Target, here I come. They're very affordable, and hopefully they still have them all. I think they will. I think it's like a constant that they carry. Got to go and get ready for funeral home. Patty, take care, and our condolences to you. What size is the white basket, says Tina? I think they come in like, I don't know, 3 sizes. This is oh lordy. I swear I need better eyesight. Well, what does it say? Oh my gosh, it's so small. How do they expect you to read that? Okay, it's 5. I need a magnifying glass. It's 5.3 inches high by 11.3 by 13.8. So 5 by 11 by 13. That was hard. I designed the guitar quilt years ago for my kiddos who all play the guitar. Mr. Honey plays, and taught them all. I remember you saying that Mr. Honey plays because you told a cute story one time that he plays for the trick-or-treaters, which I love that. I don't know that I've ever seen this guitar quilt. Colleen, you'll need to share a picture. I would love to see it. Yes, I see it. Even your scrap bins look like a pretty quilt. Yes, my Mark taught the boys on his mom's acoustic guitar. Your pattern is acoustic guitar, so Cheryl doesn't have it. That's funny. Angela, read the book. Don't just look at the pictures. The pictures are like too intense. They just draw you in, and then my eyesight is not good, so there's that on top of it. It's hard to read sometimes, and so the pictures are just too pretty. I just want to look at the pictures. Lori, you are funny. I also show how I cut for my baskets in a video on my channel, if that helps. Oh, well, that might help. That might help my eyes more. But both. I mean, I love looking at the book. I honestly, when I got the Scrappiness is Happiness book, oh my gosh, I was like, set it in here and just left it here until I could have time to really focus on it and devote to it. I did not want anybody interrupting me. I wanted to curl up with that book and be able to look through it happily and not have like, Mom, I need this, or Mom, it's time to go, or Ange, what's going on? What's happening for supper? I didn't want any of that. I just wanted to be peaceful and look at it. So I put it aside and then I just shut everybody out. I was like, I look at this. I am going to spend some time with this. It's actually right here, what we're talking about. I'm going to spend some time with this. So everybody needs to leave me alone. But yeah, I could just look at the pictures. I could. Kay, I so appreciate that Laura identified the names of the chunky thread she uses. Yes, I think that's super helpful. I have no imagination, and I'm looking at all the pictures I can find to get color ideas. Yes, and I don't be afraid to do that. When I see a square that I like that Lori does or somebody else does, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make that square. And So I just make it up and add it to my stash. You guys, I've been crocheting. Like, I haven't been on a really big crocheting bug lately, like a big crocheting kick. I've been adding like all of the outer borders to my squares that I had done and was waiting for the 5th border. So I was like making supper the other night. I thought, oh, I don't have time to sit down and do like something that takes more than a few minutes. So I thought, oh, I'm just gonna add that outer border. And oh my gosh, I was flying through them like crazy. I got like a lot of them done. A lot to me. I was like, wow, this takes no time at all. Cutting organized scraps is like cleaning. I've been putting it off. Understandable. Your books are coffee table quality. So true. Cut after you get your new glasses. I really do need that eye exam. September might be too long to wait. Lori, it's your fault. You printed such a big, beautiful, and colorful book. I get it, Angela, haha. But on a serious note, I really tried to put lots of valuable information. You did. I think that you succeed with that every time you put out a book. I find lots of valuable information in every book that I've gone through. I don't just look at this book. I go back and look through the other books too. I mean, Farm Girl Vintage, I look through that one all the time. Because there's such cute stuff in there. And I do read it because there is really valuable information in here. In every book that you put out, I find that there's little tidbits of like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? I have lots of those moments. Like, why didn't I think of that? And it's just lots of good information. It's very, very helpful. So I think you do an excellent job of putting valuable information in there. It's not just eye candy. It's good reading. All right, on each and every one of your nice comments. You absolutely did. It's gold. I cannot wait to make mushrooms. That's right. The mushroom quilt is in there. Oh my gosh. I just need to sit down and look through this again. Lori peeking out from behind her sewing machine. All right. So cute. I can't wait for the white chunky thread comes in. That's my outer border on my squares. They are starting to stack up. I've tried using other yarn, but it's just not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. Hopefully, I don't know what colors are coming in early August, but hopefully white will be in there. I'm hoping for cloud. I'm hoping for a lot, but sometime between hopefully early August and a couple months after that, we'll be fully stocked again. That's my hope. Oh, Colleen, which one are you doing first, Angela? Me, the Irish chain. That one is seriously, this is the very first one that I saw that I loved. I've always wanted to do an Irish chain quilt, and I have not done it yet because I'm Irish. So there's that. Even though I don't know why they call it an Irish chain and if there's any connection to Ireland or not, but it's in the name, and so I connect to it. So this one is definitely calling my name, but I will be honest, the other one that has really stood out in my mind that I kind of love, Checkerboard Star Quilt, page 135. I love it. I don't know why, but I love it. It really stood out to me. It's so pretty. It's so colorful. Here, I can show you this because there's nothing on here. It's that one. I love it. I also love the pumpkins. And there are just so many. Let's see what the first one is, because I seriously might do it, just start at the beginning and make all of them. The Busy Bee block is first. What? Is that right? Yeah. The Busy Bee quilt. And then the mushroom quilt is second, Jen. Oh, I wish I could share a picture of the bee one, but I can't. But the Busy Bee one is first. That's tempting. I don't know. I don't know. My name's Irish. Colleen? Yes. Is Holt? What is Holt? Page 94. Yes, B, says Mary Monkey. Monkey Mary, I mean. Well, let's go out of order then. Okay, I crocheted the big granny square Afghan that Lori did a few years ago. I never got to use it because my oldest daughter saw it and it went home with her. I can't remember what book it's in. It takes the hard part of choosing away. It's true. If you start at the beginning, you don't have to choose, and then we can all do it at the same time together, which is much more fun than doing it separately. And Lori made all 32. So then I think we could do it. There are just so many. So many. Oh my gosh, so many. I already have so many that are on the radar that I need to do. I think Holt is German. I think, although I should know since I did their ancestry. That's a good idea. I can't think of any other designer that I truly want to make every project from. Can't wait to get my Scrappiness Happiness book. Sue, you won't be disappointed. You're going to love it. Okay. Oh, I do have one more bundle to share with you. This is what we just got online. This is Snow Kissed by Sweetwater Fabric. Dee just put all of this collection online today, including bundles and pre-cuts and all of the yardage. We have the whole collection. It's super, super cute. It's got some really fun text yardage in here. Snow Kissed. I know some of you were very, very excited about this collection when we did the preview. So that's that. And to give you guys a heads up, some of you guys have been reaching out and saying, when are we doing and having another preview party, new release party? And for Moda stuff, I'm waiting on the fabric swatches to be able to do that one. And I believe Riley Blake stuff should be coming any day now. Probably in August, I'm estimating, will be their next release that they ship out to people. So probably in August, we will be looking at a new release party or two again. Tracy. Thank you, Angela and Lori. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Help spread the word about Instagram. We have like plateaued. We are stagnant on Instagram, partially because I have a really hard time finding time to post. So I should probably increase the amount of content that I'm putting out there. But please share Happy Little Stitch Shop Instagram with people. So hopefully people will follow us and be in the loop. And thank you guys so much for all of your support for Lori. Let's keep that up to kibosh the bad people. And we've got a lot of fun quilting plans. And I hope some of these Christmas collections have jumped out at you and have inspired you to make some cute Christmas projects. We can do it. Thank you, Angela and Lori. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Hugs, Angela. Love you, girl. Love you too, Kay. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Lori. So all of you take care. Please have a fabulous and safe weekend. Lord. Oh, you didn't? I did not make all the quilts for the book. I had lots of wonderful sample makers. I made several, but not all. Oh, I thought that you made all. I'm sorry. I misspoke. So, wow. It's understandable. That's a lot of quilts to make. So when I thought that I had understood you made all, I was like, what? Oh my gosh, you made all 32? So good. I feel a little bit better about myself knowing that you didn't make all 32. They are all beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So you guys have a fabulous weekend. Sandra, big hugs to you. Patty, big hugs to you. And prayers coming your way for your losses. I was really sorry to hear that. And Lori, big hugs to you for the stuff that's going on with you. And thank you for joining us today. And I will see you guys next week. Next week, we have our floss tube on Monday, quilting live on Thursday, and then maybe another one thrown in for sewing together. Yes, she did. Lori designed them all, absolutely, without a doubt, and made several blocks of each one. I love it. Leslie says, I'm 50% Irish. So am I. So am I. Thank you, Angela and Lori and Colleen. It's been fun. It has been fun with you guys too. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy stitching. and take care. We'll see you next week. Hugs to you, Tracy.